Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I recently sketched the Forth Bridge, which is an iconic bridge located in Scotland. I was inspired to not build the bridge. No, I didn't build the bridge. I was inspired to sketch the bridge after watching a video by James Potter. James is a professional artist who lives in Scotland. He likes to travel around Scotland to paint the natural landscape there. He's always joined by his wife Tanya, who's also his video editor and his videographer. I thought I'd take you along on this sketching journey to show you how I progressed from sketching like this to sketching like this. And this is my first attempt at sketching the bridge. After watching James paint the Forth Bridge, I was left with this overwhelming urge to paint, this really, really strong urge to paint. I really wanted to paint. So I scrubbed through his video and I stopped at a composition of the bridge that I liked, and I took a screenshot of that bridge. Then I got out all my art supplies, well, not all my art supplies, but the supplies that I needed, my sketchbook. I was going to use a pencil, but I couldn't find my pencil, so I used a pen. And I was going to draw perspective lines and vanishing point and horizon and all of that, but I decided no. I really want to get to the painting part. So I just sketched with the pen. Perspective is all wrong, but I didn't mind. I really didn't care. I just wanted to get to the painting part. And I started painting. I painted the skies, I painted the sea, and then later I paint the background hills. These were all just washes, so there was nothing complicated. There was nothing difficult for me. But the bridge, oh my God, the bridge was very, very tricky. Very, very tricky to understand and make sense of it. The construction of the bridge, it's made of beams, and I could not make head nor tail of the beams. I couldn't see where each beam started and ended. Um, but I didn't want to give up. I didn't want that to stop me from painting. I really wanted to push on, so I did. I tried to make out shapes and forms, and I just painted whatever shape or form I thought I saw. It worked. I'm very glad that I persevered. I'm very glad that I didn't give up or give into my fear of not understanding what I saw. I didn't end up with the best results. It's not the best sketch, but I did complete the sketch. After I finished the painting, I decided to critique my painting, my sketch. Um, I like the sky. I really, really like how I painted the sky. I love how it turned out. I like the sea. I particularly like the brush marks in the sea that suggest the waves. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the background hills though. They seem too chromatic for something that's way, 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 way back in the distance. Um, so what else? My brush marks. I was very fiddly with my brush marks. And I actually noticed that while I was painting. So towards the end, I improved my brush marks. I was more confident, and I just painted one stroke, no nonsense, confident and deliberate brush marks. My values were off. I can see that the darks in my sketch are darker than the darks in the screenshot. And what else? Oh, the composition. No, no, sorry, not the composition. The perspective. The perspective is easy to correct. I just need to draw the perspective lines, the vanishing point, and it will correct everything. And onto drawing my perspective lines. I started with the horizon because it was relatively easy to establish the horizon. If you look at the bases of all the structures, you'll notice that they almost fall on a horizontal line. Not quite a horizontal line, but almost a horizontal line. So I use that as my horizon. I then used the pier. If you look at the pier, it's such a strong straight line. I lined the ruler over the top of the pier, and I drew a perspective line, and aligned the ruler with the bottom of the pier, and drew another perspective line. Where all these three lines meet is the vanishing point. And now I want to draw a fourth perspective line that connects the tops of the bridge together. I'm indicating the points with arrows.
I simply align my ruler with these 3 points and draw the final perspective line. And with that, my perspective lines are complete. All I have to do now is draw them in my sketchbook.
Okay, let's start with the horizon line. So the horizon line is about one-fifth of the height of the screenshot. So I'll just eyeball this 1/5. 1/2 is about here. 1/4 is about here. So 1/5 should be somewhere around here. I'm just eyeballing it. This isn't an exact science. You don't need to be accurate. Okay, so like this. Okay, the vanishing point is always going to be on the horizon line, and it's about 1/4. No, it's about 1/6 of the way. I'll just eyeball it. Actually, I'll just put it somewhere here. Yeah, I'll just eyeball it because I don't want to exactly center the whole bridge in the middle of the 2 pages. I want to shift a little bit to the left. I want most of the bridge to be on the left-hand page, and I want to keep most of the right-hand page empty. Okay, so I'm going to use my my pencil to roughly judge the angle of the first guideline. So it's about like so. Oh, and this pencil that I'm using, it's a watercolor pencil, so I can the lines will disappear when I start painting. Okay, then the second line, then the second line is like that. Yeah, that sounds about right. The third one is just below it, like this. I'll just eyeball it. Okay, so got one going. Like so. The other one is ever so slightly below it, going like this. Actually, I'm going to exaggerate them. Because I want the bridge to come from the right to the left. So I want it to be a bit more inside the right page. So I'll just go like this and like this. Okay, so I've got my guidelines in. Oh, this one's not. There we go. Like so. Okay, I'll put the first structure, red structure, whatever it's called, around here. Then the second one can go here, and the third one around here. Okay, so this one is about, just going to eyeball everything. Okay, and then this one's like that. Okay, and then we've got up here, we've got like this, and then this right there should be going like that. Okay, then a small part like so. This one goes like this almost down here. About here. From here, this goes down like this. No, too much. Yeah, this is as good as I can make. Okay, the base is down here. No, something's missing here. Oh, wait. So from about here, I need to go down to here. So, like so. And then from just a little bit below, like somewhere here, it's going to go like this. Okay. And then we've got the base here. Is it one or two? I can't see. I think they're like two pylon. Sorry, not pylons, bases. Like so they're separate, not one. It's not one whole base here. It's two separate bases. So if it doesn't show, I think I'll just paint them in. Okay, so let me just make my sketch more obvious for myself. Oh, I haven't sketched the tower yet. Okay, so I've got a tower that starts. That's a tricky one. Okay, so it sort of goes like this. Then this is almost horizontal, and then it goes ever so slightly tapered like that, and ever so slightly tapered. And this one's also. Oh, that's too much. Like this. Okay, and then we have an arch here like this. It's not, it goes like this almost. Okay, and then we have these very strong horizontal lines. So this then goes down like this, and then it hints at them. So they're like almost, and this one's almost horizontal, like that, that, not so much, and that. You've got another line. Okay, then we've got another one here. I don't think I should be drawing them though. Perhaps I should just paint them directly since I'm not going to put too much detail. Don't want to. Okay, I'll leave it like this.